Welcome to Pherotone Studios. This is a Gibson Les Paul. It's actually a Gibson Les Paul Studio. I've scratched off the paint so it looks more like a standard. 490R, 498T pickups. And we're going to compare it to a Harold Bishop, a Harley Benton SC400.
Yep.
Which is...
the best guitar.
Well, might be. So this has a nitro finish.
This has a satin finish. It's a satin gold top, which isn't gold at all.
No, it's like copper.
Yeah.
But because I prefer the feel of nitro to gloss, but that's satin. Satin feels really nice, so
yep.
That's why I think it's quite a good comparison. Can I have a feel of your neck, please?
Pervert.
Oh, maybe you should have a feel as well. And
Yes.
I think I might prefer this neck.
Yeah.
Oh no!
On all guitars, if you put them side by side, I don't even need to put them side by side. Satin neck will always win for me. I just don't like a gloss neck.
Same neck break angle. I thought it'd have less. So the Gibson's got a really angled headstock, and other guitars aren't as much. Yeah. And because it's so angled, it gets catchy on the nut.
That's the same as that.
Yeah, I thought it wouldn't be. I thought it would be more like a. I mean, this isn't the most scientific, but it,
No.
It looks pretty much.
It does look very similar.
Spec-wise, I suppose this is probably high spec all round.
I doubt it.
But
No,
so have a little feel, and we'll obviously have a listen as well. But I mean, neck carve, I don't really feel much of a difference. But
no,
actually, the satin's a bit nicer than
the
nitro.
Actually, I didn't really check the edge. Like, yeah, the edges are alright on there as well. This feels like a rolled edge, but it isn't. Or is it? I don't know.
It does feel a little rolled. Maybe that's why it feels so good.
The fretwork on this is incredible for the price.
It feels better. The edges of this are a little bit sharp. They're not sharp to the point where it hurt your fingers.
To that,
but
that is just... It's almost like that is a prototype that they've put a little effort into.
This neck feels a bit bigger. I think the neck carve on that feels a bit nicer,
yeah.
but that's completely subjective. This does feel more rolled and the fretwork does feel a bit nicer.
Yeah.
I don't know if the frets are more level. I'm not even going to bother checking, but... Okay, yeah. There's no problems with the frets. Feel-wise, it feels pretty much the same, so I suppose we're probably onto sound. Stock pickups, yeah?
Yeah, are these stock?
Stock, yeah.
Have you changed anything on this? Other than the
knobs are gold. Oh, yeah. Grover tunings that had Clusen ones.
Grovers.
So I sort of did the Grovers. I was going to say that's got bar inlays and this doesn't, but this does, which are probably plastics. I don't think they are. Those look better, but yeah, let's be honest, who cares? No. I don't like the font on this.
No,
I've removed it.
I think I bought that. That's not what came with it.
The biscuit. Because
I think it was a cream colour. Because it had a cream scratch plate on it I didn't like, so I got rid of that. Yeah, I changed that. That had a cream knob on it. Oh yeah. Changed the knobs. They were... what were they? Were they gold and silver, I think?
Don't know,
but yeah.
On cheaper Tune-o-matic style things, they have a slot here, and on more expensive ones, it should be an Allen key. Is it an Allen key?
No, there's a nothing.
There's a nothing.
It's just a ball.
That's weird. What's it on my SG? Oh, SG's inside. I'm sure it has an Allen key.
Oh, so you've got the like twisty thing here.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's what. I'm sure it has an Allen key on some of them. It's normally a slot that can get a bit the copper. The chrome can get chipped off.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. It kind of looks cool in my opinion, but.
Yeah. I never really thought much about the actual like bridge on this because I think whether it's expensive or cheap, like that's probably the cheapest.
These things can collapse. I've never seen a collapsed one, but it can happen.
This does look a bit more solid, to be fair. What does it? I don't know. Looks good. I like this thumb screw thing.
Let's have a listen. I'm going to go neck pickup first and see how it sounds. If the Gibson doesn't sound better, I'm going to be quite...
I would imagine it will.
I got you a guitar pick. It's
thanks very much.
Clockwork Wolf Gravity one.
Ooh. Very nice.
I paid for them. They weren't free. Everything on full. Remember how that sounded? Massively more bright.
Yeah, it does sound nicer.
But it could be, those could be brass, and the base plate of the pickups are probably brass, which we've done some videos recently. It makes a difference. That would probably make a big difference and cost about 20, 30
Bearing in mind these are whatever these come with the guitar, so they're included in £100 guitar. Those pickups are probably over
115 quid. What is a Gibson Les Paul Studio? 1200. This is 10 times the price.
Yeah, I think it's about 1200 quid. Yeah.
Nitro finish is a lot of work. It's made in America, so labour's more expensive. The pickups are definitely better. We've only tried one of the pickup. We'll do the other one. But a set of pickups is like, I'm talking top spec pickups, 180 quid. I know you can pay double that, but you're not getting anything more. You're just stupid. But 180 quid, 200 quid. I know that's 1.5 times the price of the guitar.
Yeah.
You could go Tone Riders. I think they're made properly.
Yeah.
Right, let's do the neck. I'm just checking everything's on full still. This is going to sound a bit jangly,
Bridge.
but the bridge. People complain about the stock Gibson pickups. I think they're better. They're better than the Seymour Duncans, the hot rodded set. Not as bad.
No, a bit nicer compared to the.
Yeah, the neck's shite, so you could just change one.
Yeah.
But you get more treble on the bridge anyway. So if you've got a brass back and a brass cover, because that'll be probably part of the problem. It might be just underwound with a really big magnet, which makes pickup sound shite. But that sounds acceptable. Whereas you could just change the neck. Whereas the neck pickup is darker anyway. Whereas if you have the brass and brass double up, because it's under a thing.
To be fair, I find that neck quite muddy and not that nice.
With drive, this might blow your ears off, but in fact, so we'll go on the neck. Doesn't sound awful, but it sounds like the tones rolled off.
Yeah. So that sounds alright, but if you did that on this compared to it, I'm sure that this will sound a lot nicer.
Yeah, and I do rhythm work with the drive sound on the neck. These pickups do sound good though.
But these aren't bad, they're just not great.
So we'll go the neck. Yeah, I'm just going to go on the bridge.
It's just fuller and brighter and nicer.
Yeah, the pickups, I mean both pickups are definitely better on this, but the neck, you could keep the bridge pickup in that really. It's not offensively bad, the neck pickup. Who changes one pickup though? The thing is there'd be, volume wise actually, can I just have a little comparison volume wise? Because this is a preference for me on a humbucker guitar. I like to have, this is what I like about Gibson pickups. I think the neck is about 7 or 8K and the bridge is about like double or something. There's quite a big difference. I like that. I use the volume a lot and I like going to the bridge for a solo and it's like a boost because it's so much more powerful. Although that's massively subjective. It's one of the things, even though those Chapman MO3 pickups sound phenomenal, like the neck is brilliant, they're quite similarly matched in volume, which is one thing I don't like about it.
So you'd have to use some sort of boost pedal or volume pedal to
or the volume knob on the guitar.
Oh yeah.
But you had to use it more so.
I find though when you have the volume knob on full, it gives you whatever the pedal is doing. So like it'll give you like the most crunch out of it or whatever. So if you pull the volume back, it cleans it up a bit more. So you're not getting the sound. If you wanted that sound. Yeah. So there would be no extra volume if you were doing it like that.
That's very true. Why a lot of people do play with everything on full. You can. I'd like to adjust it to have it the sound with the volume sort of wherever. I mean, I could be as low as 3 on the volume. If it's too low, you get a bit of amp sound. In fact, later I'll show you something where if you play like on this volume and everything on full, this is a valve amp thing. It sounds great. But if you turn the valve amp, really crank it, turn the volume right down, completely different sound. But you get the amp sag, and it's a good way of thickening guitars, but it sounds so fucking different. But obviously you get loads of the amps cooking away. It's only 15 watt, but it's a valve amp. It'll blow your head off.
Is it 15? Oh,
yeah, was it 20? No, it's a 15. But it's valve. You can go on half, but I don't like the sound on half as much.
Yeah.
It's got a bedroom mode where it can go to half.
It's similar with the Katana, like that on hundreds.
Yeah, I know. More is more.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to have a volume comparison between the two pickups. There's a bit of a difference. It's hard to tell because the way you perceive frequencies is all over the place. It's getting technical. Like higher frequencies seem louder.
Yeah.
But I'm watching the dB meter. There's a bit of a difference, a couple of decibels.
Yeah, a couple.
It's probably about right. Thing is, if you put a set of, now you could buy a set of Gibson pickups probably for $250, which is ridiculously expensive. But then this could be like nothing's wrong with it.
No.
Would you change anything? Oh, Grover tuners.
Yeah, I have currently got a set of Vanson tuners on because I wanted to see what a budget set would be like, and they are very good. They've been perfect since. Like the ones that came with it were really intermittent for the first 3 weeks. Then they sort of settled in, but they're still a bit crap.
Cheap tuners.
Yeah,
it's the best.
And they were the Clusen style anyway, so we don't like them. So I thought I'll try this Vanson because I had the wraparound bridge on one of my other guitars, which was Vanson. It was really good, so I thought I'd try them out. And these tuners have been very good. Feel nice, stay in tune, but you could just go straight in with some Grovers because they are.
Did I change the switch on this?
No, you changed the switch on the yellow one.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Feels nice.
Yeah, that was decent. I thought that was decent. Like everything about this is fine.
Doesn't feel like a cheap guitar.
But I have bought some Warman pickups to put in there.
Oh, have you brought them with you?
Yeah.
We'll fit them.
So I've did a little bit of a review. Not a review.
Oh, the gold ones.
The gold Warman.
Yeah,
they're the Tennessee ones or something. They're quite bright, I think.
How much were they?
Really 40 quid.
See, that's a good. Can I check the back plates?
Yeah.
Because if they're.
Do you want me to grab them now?
No, we'll do it after the video. But if they're brass, I've got some nickel back plates I'll put on them because it will just sound better.
Yeah.
I recently did a video where I shot out the same set of humbuckers and I changed the back plate on them from brass to nickel. I mean, the difference was so obvious.
Yeah. I even know. I've messaged on the thing. I've watched it on my phone and it was even noticeable on the phone.
Yeah, it was.
Which is difficult.
Shockingly so. So I've got a set I can take off some pickups and put on.
The only things I've changed on here so far is all, other than the tuners, is aesthetic. So you wouldn't need to change anything, I don't think. Like even the bridge, which is probably £2 worth of metal, like there's no need to change that.
So you could get one of these. The new ones are bound.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. It feels awesome. Yeah. The neck feels rolled, which is what a touch.
It's the nicest neck I've felt that isn't rolled.
115 quid. If you spent 50 quid, let's say, on a set of Grovers, because I do think Grovers are just the best, because there's nothing higher than a Grover. I wouldn't even go locking. So then you're at 165, and a set of Warman for 40 quid. So you're at 200 quid. This is better than any Squire.
Yeah.
But when I say better than any Squire, by a massive leap. I know it's a completely different style of guitar, but I mean, if you bought a hard case for another 100 quid, at 300 quid,
which I don't even put this in a case because I kind of want it to get beaten up. The only thing I worry about is obviously the neck, but I like the scratches and things in it.
Wicked.
But yeah, it's such a good guitar, and like I said in every video we've talked about, I play this every day.
That feels nicer than my Les. I could roll the edges of that. That's rosewood. I might run a file.
The thing is, you shouldn't have to. It's a Gibson.
They're not doing that sort of thing. I swear.
Like, that's why I was so surprised about this, because like £100, £115, it's one of the nicest feeling guitars I've ever played.
Yeah.
Okay, we've just done a pickup thing. It's not the best pickups. Buy a set of pickups. Buy some Seymour Duncans if you like that. Whatever, stick it in. It's such a nice guitar to play. And if you buy a Gibson, like if you bought that new 1200 quid or whatever, you expect.
Still have to change the tuners.
Change the tuners.
So
you put your own thing in because it was the this is the studio one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it should be good. It should be £1,200 worth in it. And when you think of £100 worth that's got a more nice feeling neck,
it's worrying how close these are getting to like premium guitars.
Yeah.
For nothing. Especially these Chapman are smashing it, but Harley Benton, what a contender. I wonder if they're doing them super cheap just so everyone goes. I think they're surely going to raise their prices, because how can they make this like delivered for 115 quid? How can they get
this one in particular? Is such a strange guitar that I can't believe that you can spend £115 and have this guitar delivered to your house from Germany.
It's ridiculous. Also, this is a bit I know it's only a small difference, but that's a bit nicer as a heel than the Gibson. Oh, wrong way. Square one. Just a nicer touch.
Oh yeah. I didn't realise.
Not that I got the dusty end or care. I don't. That sort of thing doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it's never really bothered me either.
Just,
like if you look at the back of one of them, it's square and just horrendous.
They've changed those things on a traditional guitar like those, and people kick off and no one buys them. Yeah. So like Fender and Gibson can't change anything.
But I was surprised at how nice this whole thing was. Like it's a weird satin as well. It's not like a normal finish on like you get on a Fender. It's like a painted satin, but it doesn't feel horrible in any way. It's really nice.
Feels really nice.
Feels smooth and.
So should you get one? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a nice playing experience, but you will most likely, if you want it to be any sort of contender to anything upper ranges like a Gibson or even a Chapman or whatever, you'll definitely need to change pickups because they're not the best.
Pickups and tuners. Tuners you have to change on pretty much every cheap guitar.
Yeah. And I think these are whatever they were using before Roswell. I don't think they're Roswell, and they've got a new one now. I can't remember what the name is, but it's not that either.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Even with Roswell pickups, that Harley Benton CST-24, I think it was, those pickups were they're a bit shy.
Yeah, they've changed it to something. I can't remember what it's called, but I don't know if that's what they're now doing. But
they're still going to be cheap. Like you can't get the parts.
We'll find out what these are. We might find out when we take them out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the Warman.
Yeah, I think they'll be really good. Like I said, I did a little bit of research, and they're nicer sounding, bright, and they're probably not going to be the best pickups in the world, but for 40 quid.
Yeah, if you put 200 quid pickups in a guitar that costs 120 quid, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, that's why I bought this. Really,
could do it though.
I bought this to again upgrade it. Don't really need to, but the pickups will be the thing that I thought. Well, it's 40 quid, so that'll end up being 155 quid's worth of guitar.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're good.
Hopefully. We'll do a video on that. Thank you for watching.